So we're going to talk about employee engagement, the cornerstone of a successful business. Think of engagement and communication as a strategic and tactical tool, one that the whole organisation needs to engage with and be part of, and be in that driving seat. Take the ownership, never step back, never step away. And I did do that, particularly when I realised that the challenge was to mobilise, to be accountable for the mobilisation of a 200,000 strong workforce. I've never done that before. I've been in organisations like Marks and Spencer's where we had 150,000 people globally, but they were there for some time. They knew what they were doing. This was something new and fresh with a lot of weight on one's shoulders. Sharing that with other directors, sharing that with other members of the leadership team. But my accountability was that those people needed to be successfully delivered through all the other functional areas. But if they weren't there at the right time, in the right place, ultimately that was down to me. A very strong feeling. That's not claimed with hindsight. That is a fact. It's wonderful that it worked, absolutely wonderful. But you can imagine where I'd be if it hadn't have worked, can't you? You can imagine. So this is the UK's largest ever peacetime workforce. I'm taking away nothing from other countries. I'm sure I've got some Australians in the audience who have delivered a phenomenal games, but do forgive me as I go through if there's a huge amount of pride and nationalistic fervour about what we did. It has been described as the best games ever. So we went from... We had a very clear employee proposition, which was about some of the values that I talked about, but what individuals could expect from us. So we were very clear that they could expect clear communication, that we would provide clarity about the reward and remuneration, that we would absolutely make sure that they had a safe working environment, that we were committed to the London living wage, that we could promise them an opportunity of a lifetime. But the things that we couldn't promise them was if you wanted to get rich, don't come and work here, because it's not going to be about the money. If you want a differentiated bonus, don't come and work here. Everyone's getting the same percentage, because that was that's what team meant. So everyone was treated the same, and I think that's at the heart of what we did. No one felt any different. It just, if you're trying to create an inclusive environment where if you're gay, disabled, black, female, whatever you are that's different, come here and be with us. So there was no difference. Every individual had interview skills training. Every individual had the opportunity to speak to somebody about their future. And then every single person in the organisation got a reference. So all that was planned whilst we were delivering the games, whilst we were planning for delivering the games, whilst we were rehearsing for the games. And all of that happened. So everybody had an opportunity to think about the career, to have interview skills training, and it was very, very well handled. We could not collectively have done what we did, and I'm very much a team player, very much a person that acknowledges that everything that was done in 2012 was done through team and captivating the minds of the people in our organisations.